So we have a Frigidaire front loader, and the complaint on this was error message E21, which indicates a slow drain. Could be a bad pump, could be a restriction in the pump, or anywhere in that drain area. Now, to remove the front, you have, I think, 3 screws up top and 4 at the bottom, and it pretty much just pulls off. Don't forget to disconnect your wires before you do. And once that's done, if you're dealing with the pump area, get a radiator clamp, that yellow thing, that is a radiator clamp, and that will restrict any water from flowing back at you. Also, your drain hose, you will make sure that you either get a container to catch any water from the drain hose once you pull that off. In this case, the restriction was not in the drain hose. It was actually in the tub to pump was where the restriction was. So we had to dig a little deeper to find our clog. As you'll see where the restriction was on this guy, it's pretty bad. So, but yeah, radiator clamp works great. It keeps any flooding from taking place. This unit had pedestals, so you couldn't do much, as in tilting the machine back. So here we are checking after I removed something from the pump, but that was not it. So we had to dig deeper to find what was stopping this machine. So after I was checking the pump, after I removed, it was so I was just checking the pump, and this is a zip tie. Sometimes the impeller on these things will spin, but they actually don't spin that powerful. So this was fine. Just a quick way of testing it. But you don't want to run the pump too long, because your pump does require water for cooling. So don't overheat the pump by running it. So I have, oh yeah, see the tub has water and nothing was draining. Look at that, that's water. And nothing was draining out of that hose. So we know for sure that we have a restriction. So we're going to remove it, and right there, that's the area you want to get to. This is on a Frigidaire. Other machines could be similar. You can see all that stuff. Now, don't go sticking your finger or hand in there pulling stuff out. Use your pliers. You could have something sharp in there. Never know. So just be mindful. Use a pick, a hook. Nothing sharp, because you don't want to damage that rubber. Small pliers, needle nose, anything that can pull those out. Angle gets a little weird because I obviously didn't have a good position, so it's as good as it gets. I think most of that stuff, a lot of the small items, I think, were a mask. A lot of them look like it. I really didn't examine, didn't care, just wanted to get it done, get it out. And a bunch of stuff were in there. Super tight angle, just so you know. It was not easy. Also, when you're doing this, have some towels down there to catch as much water. If you have a pedestal and you have things in the pedestals, whatever you have in there, soap or clothing, remove them because you will get water dripping down. But put as many towels as you can, or try and drain as much water as you can so that you can minimize your towels being wet or soaked or whatever. Yeah, that's a hook. I was using that. Didn't work that well, but it definitely got some stuff out, and then I had to switch it out. And to minimize or eliminate this from happening, guys, get a laundry bag, which is basically a fine mesh, and you could put small clothing and whatnot in it, and it protects from them being relocated. Looks like Blue's Clues. I have no idea. Butterflies, those little things, yellow and blue. I think something got on my lens because it got really fuzzy. Or the lighting, I have no clue. But you can still see it. So we're pretty good there. Just a little thing. I did grab that. So we're gonna button her back up, and we're checking for water, checking for leaks right now, and also the drain. I already checked for leaks. We're just checking the drain. Now, if you check for leaks, just pour a bunch of water in and just let it sit. Pay attention, make sure nothing is dripping. Beautiful. As you can see, drained very well. Started to spin already. And whenever you have that code, your washer will not spin. The pressure sensor does not allow it to go into spin unless the tub is empty. So now we're going to button up. The front console has, make sure your wires are plugged in, and you do have those holes. Make sure you're snapped into those holes right there at the bottom. Those. And just close it up together. And then of course your screws. You have 3 screws in the laundry detergent area and 2 screws for the front cover. So now we're doing the bellow, and we have a clamp or a spring clamp, and it stretches it nicely so you don't have to use a hook or anything and do damage to anything. Nice piece, I love it. The spring usually goes at the bottom, and you can always check. You can always look at the bellow itself and you'll see where the spring was. It leaves a mark on the rubber, and you always want to go around and push, make sure that it's seated well. You don't want to have that popping off. Now we're testing, doing a quick wash, and we're going to do one final drain. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy fixing.